Nice to meet you here in Riga. About Team Serbia, overall, what is the expectations in your country, in Serbia?
Yeah, the expectations are the highest possible, and it's not the secret. You have a best basketball player in the world, and this team played amazing at the Olympics, and they played amazing at the World Cup. So the expectations are, the highest possible. Gold. For them, they hate when we, the journalists, are talking about gold, but everyone is talking about gold. So yeah, of course.
Yeah. About Nikola Jokic, is it true that he is not talking with Serbian media?
Yeah, he's not talking for years, but it's not something. I don't think it's something personal. It's more. He doesn't like to speak to media at all, so he's talking to US media, in the NBA, but because he has to. But yeah, he is not a media type of guy, media-friendly type of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall in this team, we saw 7 wins in friendly games, in exhibition games. Nikola feels comfortable on the field in this team.
He likes playing with this team, and you can see it how he celebrated after the bronze medal at the Olympics. He celebrated completely different than he celebrated the NBA title, which is kind of famous now. He likes playing with those guys. They are friends, and probably he sees that something good is happening here with the team.
Yeah, but why it started? Why he is not talking with media?
I don't know why it started. When it started, I remember him talking to media at the Olympics in Rio. It was 9 years ago though, and he was young. And then he just, I don't know, I'm not sure, he never explained. He is not he doesn't like the media attention, he doesn't like the popularity, he doesn't have social media, he doesn't have, he is not the type of guy who enjoys this popularity. If he could, probably he wouldn't, he would kind of disappear in some world of his own with his family and love for his horses and everything else. He likes that kind of peace.
Yeah, you mentioned already that expectations are high. We understand that your favorite's #1, but in last 11 years you have 5 medals, but no gold. That's a big problem. How do you see it?
It's not a big problem. I mean, taking all those medals is obviously a huge success. But when you're so close, obviously you're talking about gold. And it was last time they won, this country won at the Eurobasket was 2001. The last gold was 2002 at the World Cup in Indianapolis. So people are expecting the gold medal. This is the moment when things could change, because as I said, you have a greatest basketball player probably in the world. Not probably, definitely. And the team is good. You have all the pieces now, and hopefully it will happen. But there are great teams, and people forget about those stuff. Serbia had a great team in 3 years ago in Berlin, and they lost to Italy in first game of elimination phase. Some players just are becoming heroes, like Marco Spissu in that game for Italy. He scored 6 3-pointers. And that's something although you have all the pieces, all the players, all great coach, experienced coach, everything, it's a game of basketball. So that's true, and that's why Serbian coach Pešić is always talking about not taking this role of huge favorite. Yes, okay, Serbia is a favorite, but now it depends also on Bogdanovic's injury. We will see what happens there. He will miss the game against Latvia. It's official now, so a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, we will see.
Yeah, what can you say about Team Latvia? We played 7 times with Serbia. We won last time here in Arena Riga in qualification for a World Cup, but overall, how do you see Latvia against Serbia?
I mean, I asked Porzingis a couple of days ago, is this the best Latvian team he played in? And he said, oh, this is a good question, but I don't know, probably because the home court and everything, the expectations are high, probably the pressure is kind of affecting the team. But, I mean, Kristaps Porzingis is an amazing player. We know Davis Bertans very well from Partizan years. For me, he was always an unstoppable force if he can score, and he can score whenever he wants. So, and the other guys are great. So the coach is charismatic, and I love. Actually, Coach Pešić was probably the first one who recognized how Latvia can be good. It was in the qualifiers 2021 in Belgrade. It was a game, there was crazy game, overtime win Serbia, but Pešić insisted how that team of Latvia is great, and then that team in 2023 went great at the World Cup. So huge respect for Latvian national team and Latvian basketball, obviously.
Once more about basketball in Serbia. How can you rank sports in Serbia? Is football number one or basketball number one?
Football is number one because football is a global game, and football is number one. It's not like in Lithuania. I'm not sure about Latvia, but I know about Lithuania, where really because in football you had clubs who had success, and it's not like we don't have football. We have football. We had clubs who won Champions Cup. We had, and it's different. That's why football is number one. But basketball is definitely, but national team of Serbia in basketball is probably the favorite team among people. People are identifying with themselves with Serbian basketball team. They love those guys. They all of them. We all say that there is 7 million coaches in Serbia. Or I don't know how many people we have. All of us, we are coaches. We know better than anyone else. Of course, I'm kidding, but they all have their own opinions. Who should play, who shouldn't play, how should they play, and everything. So yeah, Serbian, I received, I don't know how many messages since Bogdanovic's injury. So many.
Full phone, yeah?
Full phone. Everyone wants to know how he is. And they are following this with amazing passion, great passion. And that's football is number one, but it's just because globally how popular this game is. Basketball is there, and it's a different passion, different emotions. Definitely.
Yeah. What can you say about Serbian basketball fans? Are there ultras? Are they very crazy or not so crazy?
Serbian national team? No. Serbian national team is different. They are different. And clubs, I think you know, I don't need to tell you.
Partizan, Crvena Zvezda.
Partizan, Crvena Zvezda, they are definitely different. And you know how you see the atmosphere on social media. You see it. That creates the greatest hype, I think, in European clubs basketball. That those atmosphere that they create and that passion. People are waiting for those games of Partizan and Red Star. So I don't need to tell you more about them. But Serbian national team.
Sorry, but what happens when they are together? When they are celebrating the national team?
They are not. I think the ultras are not together. Ultras are not together. But I'm not. Okay, I think, but I think I know. They are not among those who will be here or whenever, wherever. Sorry, but it's different, different people, but they are all for, you know, cheering for Serbia, obviously. But now, not on the games. It's different. Different people are coming to Serbia national team games. So obviously, there are everyone in Serbia is a fan of Partizan or Red Star. You know, you have to grow up with those clubs, and so it's different. You see, you have passion too.
Of course. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for calling me.
Nice to meet you here in Riga. Overall, what can you say about Team Serbia? What Serbian society is expecting from your team?
First of all, thank you for the opportunity to speak for your television. And for the second part of your question, first of all, I want to say, you know, that the big thing for us is that we have everyone on board. You know,
all the best.
Yes, all the best players said yes to the call of our national team coach, and everyone was super excited for the tournament and, you know, to be part of this year's Eurobasket. So that's one part of the whole picture, and now the other part is the situation with Bogdan Bogdanovic. As you know, he's not playing against Latvia, and everyone is concerned about it. You asked me about what Serbian society is expecting. You know, when big competitions come, you know, no matter if it's Eurobasket or Mundobasket, we always have the highest expectation, and this year is not, you know, excluded. Especially, as I mentioned, that we have everyone on board. You know. And even with the Bogdan Bogdanovic being injured, and we don't still know if he's going to play or not until the end, people are still expecting to win the gold medal.
Yeah, but is that problem that previous 11 years you have 5 medals but no gold? How do you look at it? You have very good tournaments but not the first place.
Yes, you are right, and you know, we lived through the golden generation of Yugoslavian basketball, you know, through 80s and 90s and the beginning of the 2000s. So, you know, we mostly won gold medals on the big competitions. Now we are still looking for one, you know, for more than 20 years, and we are always going, you know, a little bit closer to it, but it's still missing. We had a huge chance in Manila in 2023. Last year we had an amazing opportunity to win against USA in the semifinals, you know, to play for the gold against France. So I really hope that this will be the tournament, you know, in which we will break that, you know, curse, as we call it, and win the gold medal.
Yeah, I talked with some of your colleagues from Serbia,
okay.
And they said that Nikola Jokic last year's many years is not talking with the Serbian media. He's talking only in NBA media. Why so? Do you have some explanation or thoughts about it?
Yes. First of all, you need. We all need to understand, you know, that NBA has its own rules, and talking to media is mandatory, and here it's not, you know. And Nikola Jokic has his own standards and his own opinion, you know, about it, and the things that are not mandatory, he's always looking, you know, to skip that, and I understand that, but no one knows the real reason why he's not speaking to Serbian media. You know, there are a lot of speculation on what the reasons are. Some say that he had some bad experiences with some medias and journalists, and someone says that he's not interested, you know, in exposing himself publicly. So it's a very confusing situation, and we got used to it. But you know, when you have the best player in the world not talking to media, you know, it's very strange because I always like to say he's not talking to us, but he's talking to the public, you know, to the fans through us as journalists and media. But okay, as I said, he has his own standards, and we just need to respect that.
How big is he as a celebrity, as sports person in Serbia? He's number 1 or number 2 with Novak Djokovic?
Novak Djokovic is number 1, and he will be for a very, very long time, as he has been for many years now. But Nikola Jokic is definitely number 2 in our country, you know, even though he's not talking publicly, you know, and he's not exposing himself, but people really love him, and especially now when he decided, you know, to embrace the role that he has in the national team, that he is our star player, that he is the best player in the world, you know, and that he is the leader of this group with Bogdan Bogdanovic. You know, he got a lot of love from the compatriots, you know, and from the nation. But you know, we probably still haven't seen, you know, the peak of his how to say it, his
career, or he's playing national team?
No, I mean in terms of his how big he is with in fans' eyes, you know, and probably the biggest reason why we are talking like that, you know, is because he is not, you know, a public person. He loves to live on his own, you know, on his own terms. He loves to be low, you know, and okay, as I said, we all need to respect that.
Of course, Latvia have played the Serbia national team 7 times, and we won last meeting here in Arena Riga.
Yes.
How do you look at tonight's game? Are there some possibility that Latvia can do something and win? Maybe?
Yes, of course. You know, there's always a possibility, and we need to see the whole game from different angles. You know, you have a very big support, as we can see, you know, in the first 2 games, and you have a very talented, good team, you know, great group of guys who wants to make success, you know. But I think that Latvia's biggest problem is now, you know, the pressure, the public pressure that they are feeling right now. You know, playing in front of your fans is bringing a different tone to everything. So we will see how they will react. You know, they won against Estonia, but still they haven't shown their full potential. As for Serbia, you saw how the game against Portugal went. You know, we weren't playing our best basketball, and now we have the situation with Bogdan Bogdanovic, which is our how we love to say it, you know, our key player. You know, Nikola Jokic is the best player on our team, the best player in the world, but Bogdan Bogdanovic is the glue that you know, fits everyone together. So we will see how everyone will react to the yesterday's game and to Bogdanovic, you know, missing the game against Latvia. But if we show our true mentality, you know, our true quality, to be honest, I think that we will win. But of course, we should not, you know, forget that we are playing in Riga, in Latvia, that you have great players, you know, so everything is possible.
From you, I understand that Serbian players respect Latvia.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. From our national team coach, Mr. Svetislav Pešić, through every other player in the team, you know, we spoke with them, you know, about today's game, and everyone is saying that this game is definitely the biggest test of our character right now, especially with everything that happened, you know, against Portugal. So we all know that Latvia is playing modern basketball, you know, with a lot of transition game and a lot of three-point shots, you know. So we need to answer that, and our players know that with players like Porzingis, Bertans, you know, and others, you cannot sleep, you know, you cannot get complacent for a second.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much also.